Righto, so another video on where I'm at with the maintenance on this thing. There was another video I did probably a couple of months ago. The thing wasn't running. I'd got the engine back in, the engine deck back on. But I still needed to make up exhaust system and coolant pipes and a bunch of other stuff. Since then, it's had its maiden drive. There's still a lot of other bits and pieces to do, but I'll give you a bit of a rundown of where I'm at the moment. So obviously it's in a different spot from where it was last time, so it's moved. As I said earlier in the other video, tracks and suspension, nothing needs doing on that. Around the back, you'll note now the ramp's down. It's just sitting on a wooden box at the moment. Just gives it a bit of a platform there. But the ramp's down, hydraulics are all sorted out. Thanks to Pertec, they gave me a hand with that. Big help. So yeah, the hydraulics are sorted out. Interior wise in the back, she's pretty good. It's still missing the fuel tank. Cleaned it out as best I can at the moment. There's still a lot of soot on the roof. I reckon when they've welded up some of the weld points on this, there must have been rags or something around it. It's had a bit of a fire, but that's where the fuel tank goes. Can't get them, obviously. It's not something you can just pluck off eBay or Amazon. So I've got that. So that there is out of a Unimog. It's obviously not the correct one. However, with a few modifications, cutting off the filler neck, repositioning where it should be, removing the sender unit, getting rid of that bung over there. I've still got the original straps. It's smaller in height. Width-wise, it's not too bad. It's going to be a good donor fuel tank. Lick of paint, change the colour, match the interior, put the straps on, put a sender unit in there. It should be fine. So the Unimog tank is going to end up in an M113, and I don't have an issue with that, unless someone out there has got a proper fuel tank for these old girls, which I doubt very much. Let's have a walk inside. All the junk's taken out of it, so all the spares in the boxes I've got out. Obviously, if I've not got a fuel tank, I need to run fuel out of something. So I have a jerry can. So the jerry can currently at the moment is the fuel tank. Doesn't get much much K's out of it or much distance, but it's enough to drive it around and start her up. Batteries, a couple of old batteries just sitting there. Correct batteries obviously sit in the battery box where I've got to make a lid up for. So I'm hoping to get hold of a couple of batteries to suit shape, CCA, you know the deal, to go where they should go, and then make up a battery box cover and get that sorted out. That's an easy job, that's no issue. Once I get the fuel tank sorted out to go in there, then it's just a matter of running the lines under the floor plate, over down there, and I'll just do them in -6 and -8. Just keep it simple, and that'll be the fuel sorted out. Driver's hole, pretty well complete. I can't think of much I need to do in there. It's still, yeah, I'm pretty sure the driver's compartment's full. I wouldn't mind taking the periscopes out and giving a bit of a clean up and seeing what I can do to get any improvement with vision. Some of them are quite, even though they're new, they're quite glazed up, yellowed up, but there might be something I can do there. Fire suppression, obviously removed when the decommission. It's just got just a bog standard extinguisher there, looking the part. That's no problem. No radio racks. I'll make some radio racks. That's the least of my concerns really. Wiring. So the wiring looms was cut off there. The original wiring loom went up there to this point, came around the front of the fuel tank, went down here, and then branched across. Some went under the floor, some went up to the light cluster at the back. All right, let's have a look around the front. Kangaroos are coming in for the night. All right, engine compartment, where it all happens. So I think on the last video I did, I was missing coolant pipes and exhaust. So I've managed to get hold of a really good company here in Perth. They have hooked me up with all the bits and pieces I needed. It was just a matter of me cutting them, fabricating them, getting them to spec. Yeah, but they've been fantastic. So as it stands, coolant pipes are in. This fella here, won't go into details of what this pipe's for, but I've just got to put a little bracket up there just to support that. Run a bracket off that. The exhaust system, I've got a flex joint there. Had to go from, geez, I think it was 3.5 or 3.25 up to up there, up to 4.5. So, but the exhaust guys I dealt with here, Mammoth Exhaust Systems, fantastic. They've supplied me bulk gear, more than supportive. It's been really good. So cooling system's all done, stainless steel cooling, good exhaust system, flex joint there, very happy. No leaks, no exhaust leaks, no coolant leaks. Drive shaft, had a drive shaft made up. Another local company helped me out with that. So realistically in here, as you can see, there's a big hole there. For those that know the 113, it's missing its air filter. So I do have the fiberglass case, an air-filled element, but I'm missing the aluminium housing. So I'm on the hunt for an aluminium housing. So in the meantime, obviously I'm running it. I do have a pod filter. Thanks to Repco, I've got a pod filter to suit, so at least I've got some filtration there. Everything else in here, other than the electrics, little wire hanging here, that goes to the indicator there. That'll get hooked up. We've got a cannon plug there. I've got a wire up. That runs up the top for this cluster. Other than that, that's pretty much the front. So, a couple of IR lights. I've got to wire those up. What else can I say? It's not too far off being, I wouldn't say fully functional. We don't have comms. We don't have, obviously, armament, and there are some things missing out of the turret, RBJs, etc, etc. I do need a better, I'll just try and zoom in, the fan blower up there, that's pretty munted, wouldn't mind a new one of those, but they're small things. So there you go, that's a bit of an update, hope you enjoyed. Fortunately, no ADF personnel were in the background of this video, so happy to say no one should complain. All right, I'll give you an update when things are moving along again. Enjoy.